Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Creating Killer Courses and Trainings Part 2. In this video training session we will cover creating subtopics, and we're going to go into a little bit more detail with your subtopics, and we're also going to check alignment between your subtopics, topics, and objectives, and those are the things that we did in the training session in video training Part 1. So let's get started. Okay, first off, did you do your homework from Part 1? If you did, congratulations, you're on your way to a quality course and you're ready to go. So you have some topics in mind. You probably have an idea of that logical order of those topics so that nobody will get lost in your class. And now we're going to take those topics and get more into detail with those subtopics. And that's really what's going to get your course going. It's going to have that meat in the course, and it's going to give your participants that quality, everything that they're looking for, everything that they want to know. First and most important item that you need to remember when you're starting to build a course and get your subtopics and topics in order is that you cannot cover everything in one class. This is something that I've seen time and time again. You have to prioritize what you're going to cover, and when you see that you have too many topics or subtopics, you're going to have to make some really big decisions. Okay? In our example course from Training 1, the blog course, you see we have 3 topics: why blog, blog ideas, and WordPress plugins. Now, you actually have probably been in some of these courses on blogging. You've seen tons of topics covered. So there's so many topics that we can cover in just even the subtopics of WordPress plugins and blog ideas. So you're really going to have to make a decision whenever you start putting in all these subtopics and all these different things as to what you want to cover, because the time that it takes to cover the subtopics is a real key factor here. You don't want to have these courses be really long. Once you start having the time span become very long, your audience is going to lose track of what they're learning. They're not going to remember much if it's a very long course. You have to make sure, what is it that I really want to teach them? What are the really important things that I want to teach them? Those are going to be my topics, and those are going to be my subtopics. So keep that in mind whenever you're going through this. So let's look at some subtopics of the sample course that we were going through. And we have here our why blog, and we have the benefits of blogging. That's a subtopic. We have blog ideas. Some subtopics can be how to generate blog ideas, how to keep track of blog ideas. What I did was I added another topic here, WordPress, because it makes more sense to talk about WordPress in general before we talk about WordPress plugins. We need to teach people the subtopic of what is WordPress and how to get a website and install WordPress before we can even talk about WordPress plugins. I went ahead and added that topic in those 2 subtopics to make our course flow a little bit better. I figured, most people will probably be asking before WordPress plugins, hey, well, what is WordPress? So we added that in there, and then we've got the WordPress plugins topic, and we're saying, what are WordPress plugins? Why do you need WordPress plugins? How to find WordPress plugins, and which WordPress plugins are the most effective and a must-have for your blog. So those are some subtopics that would go with our topics. Let's look at the first 2 topics in more detail. Here we can see that under the benefits of blogging, we can narrow it down into 6 subtopics. We have differentiate yourself, become the expert, mini website with content you control, interact with millions of potential customers, chance to rank number 1 in Google and other search engines, and build your list. After we've created this list of subtopics, we should revisit our objective for the topic. And our objective was to list 6 advantages blogging has on her business. So the participants of the course can easily achieve this objective because we're going into detail about 6 exact benefits. We've got this covered, and our topic of why blog is check. Done. We did it perfectly with our objective. Everything's aligned. So now let's go to blog ideas. Our topic and our objective was to brainstorm ideas on different topics to include in her blog. And here we've got how to generate ideas, industry happenings, company news, product news, team news, interviews with leaders, showcase yourself, Google alerts on specific topics. How to keep track of blog ideas was another subtopic, and under that we've got physical notebook to have by bed and computer, an MS Word document to copy and paste quotes from articles that spark ideas. Looking at this again, of how to generate and keep track of blog ideas, the participants will be able to accomplish the objective that we had set in the beginning. So again, we did it. Congratulations, check, check. Everything's aligned. They can achieve the objective that we have, and they will learn exactly what we wanted to teach them, and they'll be able to demonstrate that learning perfectly. All right, it's homework time again. Time for you to apply what you've learned in this video training series. You are going to do pages 4 and 5 when you download the PDF workbook for this video training number 2. You can see here on the right hand side that first you'll be working on each topic and adding detailed subtopics. Then on the left hand side you will have this graphic organizer where you will be checking your topics and objectives with your subtopics, and you're going to make sure that everything aligns. I know you guys are probably getting sick of that word alignment, but that is the key to creating killer courses. You're going to make sure that you answer yes, yes, and yes to all of the alignment questions. And if you have alignment between your topics, your objectives, your subtopics, and everything is yes, yes, and yes, you will be ready for the next video training session, and we'll be ready to go, and you'll be learning how to create assignments and exercises to engage your participants and get them applying what they're learning in your classes and get them jazzed about everything that they're learning and how to apply it. So until next time, we'll see you